Today's question comes from Michelle in Kentucky. While John checks his email, I'll take care of you kind folks.
Here you go. I'm working on my master's in public administration with a 3.9 GPA. I value what I accomplished and would like to maintain this GPA through my remaining courses. My career path is teaching at a college level after so maintaining my academic performance is crucial. My husband doesn't view the importance of GPA the way I do, and he wants me to get a part-time job. If I go to school full-time without working, I can finish the degree in about 8 months. If I work part-time while finishing the degree, it will take 14 months. Imagining my GPA going down while working and going to school at the same time is beyond horrific to me. My husband says my future employer will also look at my other qualifications so I can afford to go down a bit in the GPA scale. He believes my master's degree is just another piece of paper. How can I convince my husband that my chosen career field takes academic performances seriously?
Ouch. Wow, John. A lot of emotion dripping off of those words.
This is
First of all, before you dive into this, because this is clearly a relationship question,
yes.
but can we talk about the fact that there's an assumption here, and I'm not taking sides here, but there's an assumption that the GPA has to go down.
Well, yes. I mean, so the GPA is the proxy here. So just for anyone, you want your professor to have made good grades if they're going to be a professor, right?
Absolutely.
I want the pilot of my plane to have not wrecked planes, right? To not have crashed.
Yeah.
So yes, if you want to be a professor someday, GPA matters. And the GPA has nothing to do with what's going on here. You've got a husband that you don't believe values what you want to do professionally, and you don't value his concerns. He wants you to contribute financially, and you want to study full time. So this. The career kin, the GPA, the part-time, those are all proxies to a couple who is on two different pages. And this is one of those things that you got to hold the presses, and y'all got to sit down and talk about where our relationship is.
So we got two fears here, John. Tell me if I'm wrong. We've got she's afraid of the GPA going down if she works part-time.
Yep.
He's afraid if she goes full-time school that their budget's going to be too tight or that life is going to suck unimaginably. They get two fears competing.
Those are the two proxy fears. The two real fears are either my wife's going to be smarter than me. My wife's I don't want to lose her to graduate school. I miss the old fun, crazy us, and now she's studying all the time. That's the fear. Her fear is I don't want my GPA to go down. I worked full-time through all my graduate school, and I got a 4.0 in graduate school. Not undergrad, but in grad school. So that's not a true statement here. What is a true statement is your husband doesn't respect what you're doing. You haven't told your husband, this is why this is important to me, this is what I want to do. Or maybe you have, and he's blown you off. And so how can I convince my husband that? I'll just stop the answer at that. You can't. You can't convince somebody of something else. In fact, we're in a world now where if you put data on the table, it just further entrenches somebody in their other position, no matter what.
Yeah. If you say on Twitter that the sun is hot, you'll have 4 people reply instantly and go, well, it's technically not true.
Right. And then you'd say, well, here it's 118 degrees in my town right now. And they'd go, yeah, see, that's the problem. It doesn't matter what you put on the table.
I agree.
So all I'd say is this isn't a conversation about data and facts. This is a conversation about relationship.
Yeah. And
this is you saying not, how can I convince you? But let me tell you what I'm experiencing right now. I'm experiencing a tension between what I want to do and my husband not respecting what I want to do.
Yeah.
And the path it's going to take me to get there.
Sit down,
Be
steak
vulnerable,
dinner,
have a hard conversation.
and just talk about your fears and your dreams, and let's match them up.
Yep.
Because this is not that hard to solve.
No.
But appreciate the question. It's real
It is
stuff.
hard to solve if one of you is an idiot. And that happens a lot. If one of you is a bonehead or like,
well, of course. Everything's hard to solve if you're an idiot.
That's true.
John, thank you for the salient advice and wisdom.
I'll be
there.
here all week.